Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing Podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, Grizz Nation? This is Chris Ingram, and my guy Evan Hayes is running a little bit late, but he'll be here in just a second, man. So I'm getting it started. Man, welcome to the No Bluffing Podcast. We'll keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. Glad to be here for another episode. Shout out to my boy JD already in the comments. We appreciate you, my guy, for sure. Always tapping in with us. Got a good one today. Gonna talk about a couple of different topics, man. So definitely excited to talk through a couple of Grizz things. Y'all know it's not a bunch of Grizz news out there as much. We're trying to make it through the dog days of the summer at this point. But we're going to stretch it out for sure today for some content for you guys. So we appreciate you tapping in on this fine Monday night. I'll just talk about my weekend. Again, Evan, he'll be tapping in here in just a second. I'll be talking about my weekend or past week or whatever, man. I got 2 more weeks left of school. So glad to be done with this. I tell y'all, like, I applaud anybody that, goes back to finish a degree and that, if you at one point started and then took, time off for whatever reason, it may be. For me personally, it's been a minute for me. My professional career took off a couple of years back. And so with that being said, I kind of put school on the back burner and realized when I checked, as y'all know, end up checking with my institution a couple months back, man. It's like, hey, where am I at on graduation? And they told me literally 1 semester I'll be done. I don't know how that slipped my mind or got past me, but it is what it is. And so at that point, went ahead, re-enrolled, got everything done, and I am literally 2 weeks away from being finished. I've wrapped up my capstone project paper, got a couple other little tests and exams to take, and then pretty much, Lord willing, August 8th, I will be graduating. So I ain't gonna lie to you. In the light of Ja Morant, I am gonna give myself some applause. Usually I give everybody the applause on here when it comes to some of this stuff. I'm gonna give myself a little applause today. Because I am proud of myself, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's not something that I really cared to do to finish, but I knew eventually that time was gonna come. So, so those of you that have, did it from the jump, salute to y'all for sure. And for those that, put it on the back burner and went back, salute to y'all as well, man. So, getting done with that. It's been a great week as far as work and everything. But we're going to chop it up about these Grizzlies here shortly. I think Evan said he is sitting up, so he should be on in just a second. Y'all let us know what you got going this evening. I know we got a couple people filing in here, both on X and YouTube. I'll just say, as we wait on Evan to get in here, man, looking at, we're going to talk about this Ja Morant situation as far as, him on tour and everything like that. But, man, I'll just say before we get into it, we're going to chop it up with Evan and about the other topics as well. Man, those of y'all that haven't already, please go take a look at the plethora of shoes that Ja Morant is planning to drop with Nike. The colorways are crazy. The design is crazy as is. But the colorways they coming with this model, this Ja 3, is truly about to be in my opinion, a transcendent shoe for Ja. They finally gave him something that's unique to him. Those first 2, I'll be honest, man, like for me, those shoes were like, it was great that, our superstar in Memphis had his own signature shoe. But for me, it didn't really they put a lot of thought behind it. Like they had some silhouettes and kind of did a few things that, all right, we're going to put, Ja on the shoe and then boom. But this is the first one where you can just kind of tell, okay, I see what they're about to take it with this. So, man, I'm excited to get a couple of pair of these Ja 3s, my damn self. I'll be honest with y'all. Got the Black Ninja DJ here. Appreciate you tapping in, my guy. And absolutely, the Ja 3 is going to have our wallets messed up. I ain't going to lie to you. Everybody around the nation, around the world at this point, he is on world tour. They'll definitely be messing up their pockets as well. But without further ado, I got my guy, Evan Hayes, joining me. Evan, I ain't do my formal introduction. I kind of did, but I kind of did. My God, what's going on with you?
I almost put it you. My mic was muted.
Oh, you did. You did. I heard it. I heard the click, y'all. Oh,
I didn't talk though.
Yes,
I didn't talk. I didn't say anything.
Now, you want to hear something funny? You want to hear something funny?
What?
I did it to myself already, starting the show. Yeah, if you
Hey,
go back to the
y'all
playback, you'll see it.
Y'all got to keep a tally of like how many times me and Chris like accidentally talk while we all said was muted. Because right now I think I'm up like 4-1 right now on Chris. But anyway, I'm doing good, y'all. Sorry for the late arrival. Just everything on the way home that could have gone wrong went wrong. It was just there's a whole construction zone going around my house. I had to go the long way home, which I didn't know. Memphis always feeling something and trying to fix something when they don't need to be fixing. But hey, I'm good. It's been a good week. Yeah, I'm kind of discombobulated. I'm trying to think what happened this week. Everything was smooth. Can't complain too much. How was your week, Chris? How was your week?
Man, I was just chopping it up with the listeners up, man. Just, finishing up this school thing strong. My pops called me the other day. He's like, man, how's school coming? And I just kind of told him, I was like, I gave him a side with it. He's like, hold on, what you sound like that for? We too close. It's like, no, it ain't nothing wrong. Like, the grades is good. It's just,
yeah,
man, let's go. Let's get it over with. So other than that, man, just spending time with the family, getting that all together. I will be back in the city this weekend. Unfortunately, for not good things, I had a family member, a death in the family, so I'll be home for that. This coming weekend, but man, I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll be home for that a couple of days. So man, if I got time, I definitely gonna try to link up with my guys in some form of fashion, even if it's catch a quick little drink. My guy can finally drink. You 20, we just turned 20, right? Yeah, we can get a little drink.
Yeah, so 21, yay! I can do that now. I'm a big boy, yay!
Yeah. All the drinks on him. Yeah, that's what we do. When you're 21, you got to pay for them. I'm just playing.
Whoa. But, I am a broke. Emphasis on broke. Emphasis on broke.
Oh, man, I'm just messing with you, bro. But, yeah, we're going to figure that out. But, yeah, man, everything is good this way. So, man, we're going to jump right into it, broski. Got a couple of great topics to talk about today as far as the news. And like I was just talking about the job thing. And so we're going to jump right into that, honestly, because he is, he's talking to town right now, man. So the No Bluffin news, the number one topic of the day is the Ja Morant World Tour. For those of y'all that don't know, I know a lot of people just, listen to the show. They don't really, be tapped in on social media like that and stuff like that. But Ja Morant is on a world tour right now. He started out, some couple different spots throughout the U.S. And as of recent, he is in China, I believe. And so they're doing their thing out there. Soon they'll be headed out to Japan. And then from there, I think they're going to end it out in the Philippines. But, man, so far, from what you've seen, Evan, man, what are you excited about? What are some of the things that you've been seeing on social media? I know we haven't got a full video recap yet, but it's been dope, man. What's been your opinions on the World Tour?
It's really hampering on what's in my book, King Meets. It's really hampering on the fact that we have a superstar, like a global superstar, on our roster, which is something that we have never had. As much as we love the Core Four, as much as we love the guys who've been here, they were never at the height that Ja Morant is. So that's just, it's a kind of a pride thing. We have a superstar that's representing our team, going out doing all these things. My second thing is the fact that Ja looks happy. Like, it looks like he's enjoying his. Hey, dog, what happened? What's going on? Oh, hey, it's cool. And then you muted. That's 6 right there. God dang. Anyway, yeah, Ja Morant looks happy, bro. Like, he looks very, very happy. And that's what I love. Like, on here, you talking about his shoes. On his shoes, it say, a happy Ja is a scary Ja. So, the fact that Ja is staying away from the noise, just enjoying himself. Clearly, the people love him. Like, I know social media is a very small percentage of, like, actual NBA fans. But obviously, the people love him. He was in New York. He was in China. I think he was in, like, what was the other country he was in? I think Alaska. No, it was like some cold country. I can't think of the country he was in. But I can't think of the exact name. But he was been everywhere. People been showing him love. So it's just lovely to see, man. Hopefully, Ja continues to do what he's doing. I know y'all saw that big dunk that he did and got everybody up in arms about him trying to be back in the dunk contest as well. Ja still not doing it. I would love Ja to do it, but he's still not doing it. So overall, I'm just ready to see what happens next. I want to give a shout out to Shot by Nine. What's up, my boy? He's saying what's up to King Meats. Y'all keep talking in the comments. I have to give a shout out to Shot by Nine, the whole Ja Morant team who's making that thing just work, who's making it all work. I know Shot by Nine, they're doing their Catch 12 media thing where they're like showcasing everything from their perspective, which is great to see. You don't see a lot of NBA players having their own media company that they're like pushing their own content all the time. Like a lot of NBA players do vlogs, but nobody's really doing it how Shot by Nine and rest of the team Morant people are doing. So I love everything that Ja and them doing over there. I hope they continue it. I don't know how long the tour is. I would like to know that, like how long. Like training camp's in 2 months, so I'm assuming they'll be doing this for the next few weeks until he like get back, like to really grind it. I'm assuming he's still working out in between time, but it's hard to get as many workouts in. We're obviously on a plane every 5 days, So shout out to it. Shout out to the whole Team Morant family. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, man, it's been exciting to see. For one, for me, like you just go back to. Again, none of us really know Ja personally like that, right? But we go off base what we've seen on the court, on social media, personal interactions like you shared. Hey, bro, I get on your ass too about that, bro. You've been sitting on that Ja Morant story for about 2 years. You go on Gary Parrish and share that shit. I was like, hold on, bro. This man, see, I'm gonna have to get on your head like same B, bro. You go on the White Man Show and you share personal stories about superstars and shit, and you come on here caping, bro. I got you, bro. It's all good. But,
that's actually crazy. That's actually a great point. I don't know. Oh, that's so jacked. That's on me, dog. Yeah, that's so bad.
Them damn juices got the flowing up there on the White Man Show. He been up here saving it. He
look at my brother. Look at my brother saying it.
Man, he tripping, Ed. What's wrong with him, Ed? he really out here violating. But
that went viral too. That story went viral. Yeah, that joint got like 7,000-8,000 views. Got retweeted all that.
You point shaving, bro. That man point shaving on his own show, y'all. Look at this man. He done got Hollywood on your boy. I'm just giving you crap, bro. That's a prime example though. Like, if you had a personal interaction with Ja, like we've come to know and love that guy. And so over the last, couple of years with the injuries and all the other stuff that's going on off the court, it's got to a point, even stuff on the court with the whole Taylor Jenkins and Noah LaRoche offense, like it got to a point to where like we looking at this dude and it's like, this ain't the dude that we come to love and know, bro. Like, and so seeing him just get back to that, getting back to just looking joyful when you see him on camera, being happy, enjoying himself, and being able to enjoy the fruits of his labor at this point, becoming a global icon that he has, bro. It's just, it does something to your soul, when you kind of see what he's gone through. Whether you say, oh yeah, it was self-induced or not, it ain't about that. Like, we love a redemption story, and it's our guy that we haven't turned our back on. So I'm just enjoying seeing it from that perspective. And like you said, it's more to come. And so, we'll sit back and enjoy the rest of this tour. And hopefully it just kind of carries over and translates up into the season, man, to where them guys can, build upon. Because they go as Ja goes. If Ja in the funk, the only person that probably ain't in the funk is Scotty Pippen, because he can go out there and throw up, 30 shots if he wants to. But everybody else, they like, man, god damn, Ja down, we ain't got a shot, bro. So, yeah, man, I'm glad to see that for sure. For sure. Let's see. Ed said he spoke with Uncle Phil and T after the game. The whole family is cool people for real. Yeah, man. I was at AT&T when they first got in town a couple years back, and Uncle Phil, he's basically over a lot of jobs, biz and stuff, and so he was coming to set up the Wi-Fi and everything on the Sprinter van. So I got to chop it up with him as well. Cool dude, for sure. I ain't got no complaints, man. I want to get a drink with T one day. I want to get drunk with T one day.
It's not a good. I got another. It's not as good of a story as.
Shit. He's saving the video for us, bro. I'm just playing. It
was actually his rookie year. I think actually, if my brother's watching, I can't remember if he was in town now, but we actually sat next to his family, like his rookie year. We said to Tanaya, his mama, dad. This was before like they had like courtside seats every year, and like I kind of just chopped it up with the sister and just with the dad, just real cool. Then it wasn't like. I want to try and get his sister low. Put that out there. But then I saw like his sister playing for Houston. His sister playing for Houston, And I've like ran at the time. Oh yeah, so it was them too. So they was cool. Just quickly sat next to them. We had pretty good seats that day. I don't know what my dad did to hook with them, but they were good. And like every time I ran into Sanaya, like and like she went to Houston, she's a grade under me. So when we was in high school, go to a football game, I ran into her, real cool and all that. So I have no complaints with my own personal experience with Morant. I don't know him, but you know, it's not a good one story. It's not extensive, but gave you something, Chris. So gave you a little something, you know.
Hey man, you go on another show and share the special edition story, man. We're gonna have props, bro. I said, look at this man, bro. It's like, man, he started talking. I'm thinking it's gonna be something I heard. I said, oh, he breaking news. Okay, I got you.
Oh, he kept that joint tight, like to the chest, like
he was waiting to go on CNN, Fox News with that joint. All right, bro, I got you.
When Ja Morant's going through, they should have put me on CNN so I can speak on my behalf of all the good things that Ja's done.
Right,
you know?
right.
I could have turned it around. You feel me? Been a part of his PR team for a little minute. You know, I could have done that. You feel me?
That was too funny, man. Too funny, but good stuff, my guy. Good stuff. Y'all let us know in the comments how y'all, you know, what excitement y'all are getting from this job tour, and you know, hopefully, you know, what you guys are thinking, what kind of carryover is going to be going into the season. Like I said, we think it's going to be great, just as far as a morale boost. Yep. So we're going to kick it over to the next topic, which I brought him up just a second ago, not intentionally, but we're going to switch gears. Scotty Pippen Jr. was just recently today on our guy, the Michael Cole, his podcast, the Locked On Grizz podcast. Him and Joe Mullinex do it every single morning. But yeah, he was on that show this morning, and you know, he talked through a plethora of different topics in the time that he was on there. But one of the ones that kind of stuck out, and this is, if you listen to this podcast or if you watch Scotty, you know it's a running joke that he just want to go out there and just, he gonna throw up every shot that he can. Y'all know that. But one thing that caught my eye more in particular was the last question that Michael asked him before he got out of there was in regards to, you know, just his outlook on the team moving forward with Desmond Bane, you know, being traded. And he talked about, you know, him and his teammates, you know, being able to pick up the slack in different things, whether it's, you know, shooting, whether it's playmaking, whether it's getting to the basket, creating. But one thing that he said is that he felt like that the Desmond Bane role was something that he feel like he could step into. And I know Scotty has a lot of confidence, but it definitely made me chuckle when I just for every reason that we've talked about on this show. When you hear something like that, do you feel like, because obviously we want our young guys to take a step, but when you hear something like that, is that something that you would want to see Scottie Pippen go into a Desmond Bane type role, or would you rather him expand on what we got to see at the end of last season, particularly in the playoffs, where, you know, he was the guy that was going out there on the team's best player, and then he would create in spaces where like it was able to for him to do so. So like, what's your thoughts on that and Scottie Pippen potentially having a new role next season?
Like I said, like you said, I love the confidence of our young guys, and we're gonna get into later about like how guys have bigger roles, you know, and all that as well. But nah, Scotty, like, nah, dog. Like if you take a shooting leap and shoot dang near 40% from three and shoot 20 points per game, who's gonna be mad? Nobody's going to be mad. No one in their right mind of the Grizz will be mad if you go and replicate or even expand Desmond Bane production. And I'm not saying you absolutely can't do it, but we're also going off what we've seen. What we've seen is you're very good at causing havoc on the defensive end of the floor and creating the offense on the offensive side of the floor. So I would love to expand what you've been doing, maybe up your points per game, but I don't want you coming off of down screens, you know, and spotting up like Dez. Like, even though Dez can do that much of that already, like, I don't want you doing that. Like, we need you to be the best backup point guard in the league. And I think you have the potential to be. So, of course, we are not inside the Grizz franchise. We don't know what Coach Islo is telling Scotty. Maybe that's what Scotty is told. Maybe that's what Islo has told him. We don't know. But just from outside looking in perspective, just keep doing what you're doing, just get better. And that's what I would like to see. But you never know. Maybe Scotty got that in his bag, man. You never know.
My thing is this, like the whole thing, well, it's twofold, right? Because part of the main reason why the Desmond Bane, Ja Morant experience didn't work, maybe to the degree that we wanted it to, was because of, like, it's at the end of the day, it's two smaller guards being at your 1 and 2. And so if you're looking at Scottie Pippen as a starter next to Ja, now you have a total, like it's an even smaller backcourt than what it was. Now, granted, you have a defensive boost in that scenario because, like you said, him going out there attacking the other team's best offensive player, being able to get steals, getting the passing lanes, and things like that. Somebody like that next to Ja, no matter the size, is great to have. But at the end of the day, bro, like I don't think that benefits the team. Like that doesn't help the team if that's what you putting Scotty Pippen, in that type of role. And so I would say, like Ed said, I love him coming off the bench as just a pit bull, as a firecracker, and just doing a plethora of things. Whether it's scoring, whether if it's locking down either the best player on the floor, the second best player on the floor, because he is going to hopefully have some additional defensive help. But yeah, I don't know if I want to see you as a Desmond Bane replacement. I think this team's ceiling is with somebody else. That maybe we don't even have a Desmond Bane type guy. Maybe we just do it by committee and let Ja and Jaren do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Maximizing what they can do as stars and superstars. So, yeah, I agree with you. That's not ideal for me, but I know Scotty just has a different level of confidence in his head. He doesn't see himself as Scottie Pippen Jr. He sees himself as Scottie Pippen, the first one, Michael Jordan. Like, he sees himself as the best player on the floor at all time, and I can't knock a man for that. Like, I'm not going to knock his confidence, but at the same time, like, we need you to play. Again, for me personally, him maximizing that role that he did in the playoffs, maybe not so much as starting, but just, again, if you want to give Scotty, if you want to play him, 22 minutes a night, and he's out there affecting the game in the way that he does coming off the bench as your sixth man, maybe, I think he's probably deserved that at this point. It's been your first guy off the bench to spell Ja or play beside Ja for a quick spurt. I think that's much more effective for him. And we talked about it on it before. If you got Ty Jerome as your primary ball handler to come off the bench, it allows Scotty to do even more. I feel like maximizing this team. So I say no. Obviously, going into training camp, it remains to be seen what'll happen from there. But we can probably bet on it that it probably won't be the Desmond Bane role for Scotty. But hey, keep that confidence, my guy, for sure. For sure. So this is actually something we're gonna get into in just a second. Black Ninja DJ, actually, because the Grizz did release their preseason schedule, and we'll just kind of go over that. If y'all have seen it already, about 5 games that are coming up, and I'm gonna just do a quick rundown on what those are. We got October 6th, so we're about 2 months away, man. I can't wait. We got the Detroit Pistons at 7 p.m. October 6th. October 8th, 2 days later, we got the Boston Celtics. We have the Atlanta Hawks that Saturday, October 11th. And then they have 2 final preseason matchups that'll be on the road. They'll be facing the Hornets in Greensboro, North Carolina, as well as they'll be facing the Miami Heat that Friday, October 17th. So 5 games in the preseason coming up in October. Like I said, a little bit right over 2 months away. But just some of the things that you're excited to see going into the preseason. We know Jaren Jackson potentially may not be playing. Zach Edey is officially out. And so further notice, man, what you excited about to see in the preseason?
Yeah, I kind of talked about this in my next article that I'll get into later. But just seeing the switch up from Taylor Jenkins to Tomas Islo, like I want to see his vision. Of course, it's not going to happen in those first 5 games, obviously, because some of those games John may not play. But I want to see his vision coming to fruition, at least the start of that process. Like I want to see him righting the wrongs of the Taylor Jenkins regime. Like I want to see the ball in John's hands. Like I don't want to see him in the corner. I want to see guys getting maximized in the roles. That's the first thing. I want to see the rookies. I want to see Cedric Howard. Hopefully he's playing by then. I want to see Javon Small more. I want to see Jermaine Mashack play more. Like, yes, Summer League was good. I want to see them in real life game playing against real NBA talent as well. And the third thing, I just want to see an identity being formed. Like, I feel like the past 2 years, we haven't had a sole identity. Like, of course, we know the Green Grind era. We know what their identity was. And, of course, in Grizz Next Gen, we were the young and hungry team that wanted to kill every team in the West. They were the underdogs. We were hunting every team in the West. So what's our identity now? Like, what is it? You can't say the last 2 seasons we've had a structured, pinpoint identity. That's what the Grizz do well. That's what they held their hat on. So I want to see identity being formed. Of course, it's not going to grow in those first 5 games, but you need to smack us in the map. Like, okay, it's a different energy to this team. So those things I want to see. Like that's what, like how my brother said, like those defensive rotations. That's why I say like the new regime coming in and having their say so with the energy and just how it looks different on the floor. We were all tired of the same product that Taylor Jenkins had on the court. So I just want to see some type of change starting off. So if I see those things, man, I will be satisfied with preseason.
Yeah, I think we're pretty spot on. Obviously with Jaren potentially not playing, we probably agree that that's probably not gonna happen. Edie not playing kind of sucks, bro. And we talked about Edie. I told you about him popping up at a random Memphis cookout on the 4th of July. Then we get this past week a picture of a tattoo, like a full half sleeve that Zach Edey got with Memphis and the Grizzlies on that half sleeve. So salute to him, man. Looks like he is ingrained perfectly in the city. Stephen A., shame on you. We got a big old 7'5", half Asian, half white guy that loves Memphis, Tennessee. Screw you, bro. I definitely was wanting to see him take that leave. Obviously, that offseason for him is kind of done. There's not much you can work on in that regard. But as far as what we can see, I'm like you, man. Like I'm over the moon ready to see Cedric Coward, because from everything that I saw on film, getting him around better players is something that we always talk about. The Zaires and everybody else that needed to play with a Ja Morant to look some kind of way. I feel like with him being the best player on teams before, but putting him with guys like that is only going to maximize him. And so I'm excited to see that. Jalen Wells, keep doing you, bro. Shout out to PG going out there for the sanctuary in Spain with the NBA PA. I was loving seeing those runs with those two guys. Them just kind of, it was goofy for Gigi to kind of flock to a Zaire, because Zaire ain't did nothing and couldn't even figure himself out. But for Jalen Wells to be so grounded in who he is, we've talked to his dad and their family on here before. Jalen just knows who he is and what he needs to do to perform at a high level. And he's, Gigi said it out of his mouth that he's basically learning a lot from him. So them two guys being over there together, being with other NBA players, was definitely amazing to see. I'm just ready to see the young guys, bro. Once everybody else is getting from injury and things like that, we'll be funnel them in together and see what happens from there. But I just want to have an exciting preseason. A lot of people are down on it, and shout out to my guy, Coach Vaughn on Twitter. He put the other day that like he's going back to being a fan, and I 100% agree with him. Like sometimes we get caught up in this media space of always having to break down shit and critique things and things of that nature. And don't get me wrong, we still gonna do that on this show. But I just want to get back to being excited about this team, bro. And I think all of the drama, Lord willing, all of these crazy car wreck injuries that we face, like hopefully we're on the other side of that and we can just enjoy this for what it is, bro. And that's kind of where I'm at as well. So I'm just excited to see Grizzly basketball again. I think they start in the Euro League or Euro Basket next week or within the next 2 weeks, and I'll be glued to that just because I ain't got nothing else to watch. So yeah, let's get some Grizzly basketball on the TV, man.
Yeah, as long as Grizzly basketball being within that, please don't get hurt. Please don't hurt. Like, just don't get hurt. Just as soon as you get done playing, get in the ice bath, get in the Normandy boots, get in the sauna, do all the recovery you can to strengthen your muscles, your joints, your ankles. Just don't get hurt. I may actually shed a tear if someone gets hurt during preseason. Like, I swear I may shed a tear. Remember, Ja got hurt in preseason. Like, he got hurt against the Mavs last year in preseason. I was like, hey, this is preseason. He got hurt on his ankle. He rolled his ankle in preseason last year. I'm like, bruh, can we please not get? That's the number one thing. I'm excited to see everybody not get hurt. Like,
right.
Please, that's the one thing, bro. Just I can't go through another season with everybody getting hurt, bro. I just can't do it, bro.
No, we ain't gonna be able to take it. I think collectively we will be done for if that happens. So basketball guys, please don't do us like that, man. Please. Gonna touch on a few comments and we're gonna go to the first break. We had King Mix. He said, what if the Bulls released Nikola Vucevic? Should the Grizz go after him? As soon as I saw that report, King Mix, in my mind, I said hell yes. And hopefully they are on the phone. I know the Bulls and the Grizzlies have been in talks over the last couple of seasons and trade talks anyway. His name, I don't believe, was in that, but they have been in constant communication. And so I would hope that, typically when these guys are getting bought out, they already kind of have somewhere on their radar where they're going to go. And I would hope that if that's the case, that the Grizzlies have been contacted, because he would be the perfect guy to where, you know, he can start while Edie is out, maybe even start when Edie comes back, but he's in a point of his career where he wants to win. He can also transition to that bench role, that backup big or emergency big, you know, when Edie has already taken over the reins. So that would be the perfect pick for me personally. He plays how Islo wants to play, foreign guy, tough, things of that nature. So yeah, I'll be all for that move. What's your thoughts on that, Evan?
I would love it. Like, of course, he's not at that level now, but Nikola Vucevic was a 20 and 10 guy for most of his prime. So bringing that experience, bringing that presence to the team to mentor Edie, I would love it. Like, maybe I haven't read the report. I haven't read a report that they finna buy Vucevic. I haven't read it. I'm not saying you're wrong, Kimi. I just haven't seen it. So that's actually smoke to that fire. Like, yes, like I would love it. Like I would hands down love it. And it'll give more confidence than Jock Landale. I don't see them doing it because they have Jock Landale. So I don't see them bringing another big in for that. But if they do, I won't be mad at them. I won't be mad at them.
Yep, they announced that if they can't work out a trade with him, like if they can't find a trade partner, they just gonna cut. Oh, it's been like a couple of reports there on that. So yeah, man, I love that pickup. Hey, Jock, we love you, bro, but hey, you got to get it in with the competition, my guy. I'm sorry, we can't keep giving this guy a spot.
Bruce is an all-star, bro. Come on, bro. Like, come on. Episode is just happening, dog. Come on.
Ed said Edie can work on his hands. He can work on something. Man, Ed, you know how I give it up. Boy, please go out
just
there
catch that
and work on your hands. Please. Like, good God.
Zachary
100%
Randolph.
Right.
You live in this. Zach Randolph. You live in the city. Just drive down from wherever your house is to the FedEx Forum and say, Edie, lock that man and jiggle me for an hour. Get that man hands right. Hour a day while he rehabbing his foot. He don't even got to move. Just throw the ball to him at different angles. Miss a shot. Have him just like Zebo.
Go get a jug machine from the football team or something, bro. Golly.
Go down to the Liberty Bowl and get some. And then they can work on their hands at a time, bro. Like, dude, just squeeze that.
Don't the machine that you shoot and they shoot it back out. He can just do that too. Just I can't remember what it's called that the basketball players use, but you know the joint I'm talking about. That got the net and catch it and shoot it back out. Yeah, just go do that and just throw it back up there. Don't even try to shoot it. Don't jump. Don't do nothing to hurt yourself. Just throw it back up in there and let it shoot back out. You just catch the ball in weird spaces for the rest of the summer, please. Pretty please. He needs the doctor.
He said,
hell yeah, he do. Oh, bro, you stupid. Oh, you stupid. I agree with you. He need to go get the dog ball coach.
This man said Black Innocent, can we call Mark? I wish we could call Mark, but Mark in Spain right now. So we have to pay for his. We have to pay a pretty ticket to get Mark to come out for Spain. Mark only leave Spain for retirement. So like, unless Mike Conley retirement, Mark ain't making that flight over to Spain. We love you, Mark, but he ain't doing that. I love Mark, but he ain't doing that.
Mark ain't studying us, bro. Oh, although shout out to my guy, my GOAT, Rudy Gay. It was announced that Rudy Gay is gonna be an advisor for the Grizz. I don't know what happened with their relationship and how they mended it, because it's kind of been weird since he left. But whatever way that it happened, the little Chris and me from growing up is super excited to see Rudy back around the franchise more. So I don't know what capacity they said advising or whatever or ambassador, but just for him to be around with the other guys that he should have been that fifth piece. It should have been the core five, not the core four. But I'm definitely excited to see him just back around the city, back around the team and things like that. So anyway,
it's just so funny. It's so funny. We can get off it. It's just you were always down that hill that Rudy Gay should have been a part, and that's what they will never agree on.
Absolutely,
Rudy should have been a part of the core five. That's what they will never agree, and it's so funny to me. We'll never.
I don't see how not, and it'd be different. Like, and I'm gonna make a correlation. We'll go to break, right? But this era that we're in right now is kind of like an era of point guards, an era of bigger guards, like do it all guards. Like we're in that era. The era that Rudy was in, when he was in his prime anyway, was the era of the small forward that was 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", that was super athletic. I mean, he was in that era. Like he was, he wasn't the top three, but in my opinion, he was definitely, top 10 around that time, maybe even closer to top 6, top 7, maybe. I'm missing a couple guys, but yeah, bro. Like if Rudy could have got just a little bit more reeled in, and Lionel could have worked out him and Zebo, absolutely, because it's what we missed. Like Zebo was great, bro. Mark was great, but Mike didn't come around. Yo, guy, he didn't come around till he almost got up out of here. It was a little bit too late, my guy. You should have been playing like that 4-5 years ago. God damn it. So yeah, Rudy Gay should have been in the core 5, but it's all good. It's all good. We ain't got to do it.
I'm not going up your bait right now. Cause you tried to rage bait me, and I'm not.
Of course, you know I'm trying to pull it out your pause, but you know
I'm not doing it. I'm not. See how the comments. Y'all see how I kept my composure that time when he just came from my dude. I'm gonna keep my head this time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my head.
Oh man, well that's all we got for the No Bluffing news, man. We're gonna jump to commercial, and on the other side, we're gonna talk about what we want to see next year with this team, as far as just my boy Evan. He got an article that just released. I think it was today, wasn't it, Evan?
Yeah, it came out like 2 hours ago. Shout out Bishop Bear. Yeah, just dropped 2 hours ago.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna break that down on the other side of the break and just kind of expand on it, expand the conversation from there. So y'all hang tight, and we'll be back on the other side of the No Bluffing podcast. See y'all in a
minute. Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code BluffCity for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
Well, that's a pretty good answer. The correct answer is the Grizzlies will be better if Ja plays 70 games. We can talk all we want about who's going to play where and who's going to get the minutes, and Jalen's minutes and Coward's minutes, and KCP, is he starting? Is he coming off the bench? And is Scotty the backup point guard? And Ty Jerome, what sort of role is he going to have? And can he be really big for us? And, how's Brandon Clark? We can talk all of that stuff. What matters for this team's success is that Ja Morant's playing 70 games. Period.
Well, you know what? I can tell you this much. I want to argue with you, but I can't argue with you. The team is still built around him being great and available, and Jaren being great and available.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
Welcome back to the No Bluffing Podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything. Grizz.
I was like, what? I was like, I know I'm on the screen. It's like, what happened, dog?
Man, StreamYard is tripping, but it is all good. I am Chris Ingram. To my right is my right hand man, Evan Hayes. And we're going to get to it. Evan, I'm going to let you take this one, man, because I wanted you to kind of expound on the article a little bit before we get into the back and forth. But like you said, Evan did release an article today on fan side of the Beale Street Bears, right? Is that they changed so much back in the day? The Beale Street Bears. Evan is back writing, so make sure y'all check that out. It should be posted on the No Bluffin page, as well as his personal page and everywhere else that you can consume Grizzly content. But yeah, Evan, go ahead and pop off the conversation with that, man, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Yeah, y'all. So I released an article today, and I was thinking, being that we don't think any more moves are going to happen with this team. Of course, we talked about Nikola Vucevic in the first segment, so obviously, if that happens, things can change up. But so I was thinking the roster is pretty much set. I feel like it's good to look forward to the season and what we expect and what we think should happen. So I titled my article 4 things that need to happen to ensure a successful Grizzlies season. So I gave my 4 points. I'm gonna let Chris go first because I know he wants his points as well. But if you want to do 3 or 4 points, what are the 3 or the 4 top things you think needs to happen, like necessities need to happen to have a successful greeting? Because I already have my articles. I want to get to my stuff because I can read my stuff right there. So I want to hear you. Like, what are the 3 to 4 things that people in the comments that are necessities to have a Grizzly successful season?
Number one, and I think we all agree on that one. I mean, it ain't really too much to hash about it, but just getting Ja Morant back. We've had Demetrius for the last 2 years. And we need Ja back. I think we got Ja back. I was just kind of scrolling Twitter on the break, and he's been posting at least over the last couple of hours more than he has probably in the last couple of months, bro. And I think just like we talked about in the first segment, is more so he's able to now realize, like it was matter of fact, verbatim, the tweet that he just put out is that thank you to my fans. They said that I lost y'all. And I just from the No Bluffing page retweeted and said, like, we've been trying to tell you that they wasn't talking about nothing. Like, we been here, we gonna be here, bro. So like you didn't lose nobody that was really down for you day one. It was a mother look crazy, which we ain't gotta talk about that. The other ones out there. But getting him back, getting Ja Morant back, the guy that we know and love on the court, out there having fun, dancing, skipping, creating world-renowned celebrations. If we have that guy and have him healthy, and when I say healthy, I ain't talking about nothing more than 65 to 70 games. If we get a Ja Morant 82 game season, bro, then hey, it's up. But if we can get 65 to 70, I think it's still up in the sense that we know when he's on the court and when he plays, he impacts winning. And you can't say that about a lot of different people. It was an article came out today with the most overrated players in the eyes of Bleacher Report. And number one was my boy LaMelo Ball. And he's very flashy, very talented guy, but that dude don't impact winning worth of shit. And it's sad because I love LaMelo. Grew up, basically I feel like I watched him grow up on that Facebook show he and the family had. And so, yeah, Ja ain't that. Ja definitely impacts winning, and I'm excited to see him. If we have him back to the old Ja or even elevated, advanced Ja, we're gonna be good. Number two would actually be the number 3 most overrated player that they listed on that article with Bleacher Report, which is Jaren Jackson Jr. Which I I would agree with that. Number 3, that's kind of wild. I could maybe try to find a reason to put him, somewhere in that list. Number 3 is kind of crazy, but I understand the reasons that they put placed on him. We've talked about on here, which is rebounding, which is him fouling out. Basically, Jaren focusing. Focusing on dominating the game. The basketball guys have blessed him with the physical attributes to do, the talent to do. He works at it, obviously. But Jaren taking another step in his, development. We've seen him taking a step in scoring. We know he has a defensive impact and things of that nature. But seeing Jaren being able to take the next step, which is adding more playmaking to his game, because these teams are going to most definitely be keying in on him after last season or the last 2 seasons. They're going to be doubling him. They're going to be, trying to cut him off his driving and things like that. So he's going to have to be able to facilitate a little bit more on the, at the drop of a hat, basically, and be able to read those. So hopefully during this period of him, being able to not really like physically work on his game, hopefully he takes a page out of our guy Cedric Coward's book and is able to kind of just watch the game, learn the game more, and think the game more. So when he does come back, he's able to take another leap from what he's done, over the last couple of years. 3 for me is going to be Coach Isolo, just getting these guys bought in into, his new schemes, which we saw instantly within the summer league. Those guys bought in on the defensive end. They were running. He, no nonsense. He wasn't giving no excuses in regards to the pace of play. And so, his whole thing was, yes, we're playing a lot of games within a short period of time, but there's no excuse. We still should be, impacting the game at a high level. We still should be executing at a high level. And so with that, I definitely want to see Coach Isolo just kind of command the team in a way and surround the team, with Ja in a way that we haven't seen, like unlock him and Jaren in a way that we haven't seen. That's what I'm excited for with him. And then last but not least, somebody, I don't know if it's going to be Gigi. I don't know if it's going to be Sid. I don't think it'll be Jalen, but I think Jalen will have a long career here. But somebody just taking that mantle. Would it be Vince Williams Jr. finally coming back healthy and taking the mantle? But somebody taking that mantle as a starting small forward, because it's clear that the Grizzlies are not going to go out and get that guy. They're trying to develop that guy, and we have some viable options. I just want to see which one it is, but it's going to have to be one of those guys that does it, and that's probably, I would say, number 4, the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is seeing who's going to step up. Who's going to step up and take it. It's not about who's going to be given the job, who's going to get up and take the job. So those are my 4. Ja getting back to himself, Jaren taking another step in the development, Coach T.I. really putting his imprint on this team, and then number 4 is the young wings actually commanding that starting small forward spot for the future. So you can kind of go on yours. I know you already wrote about yours, but yeah, man, those are my 4.
I got a question. Did you read my article?
Bro, I ain't read that article yet. You just dropped it 2 hours ago. I have not, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying,
probably spot on.
No, that's what I'm saying. You took 3 out of my 4. That's why I asked you that, because you took 3 out of my 4. That's saying
I knew that was gonna happen.
Because
I knew it.
You took what I was thinking. So being that Chris didn't read or just miraculously knows what he just in my head and knows exactly what I'm thinking, I'm just gonna piggyback what off of Chris said. So yeah, I agree with all of Chris's points. Of course, my first point was obviously I said overall team health. In my slash, that was Ja Morant playing 70, playing 70 games. Yeah, it's everything Chris said. Like, when Ja Morant is on the floor, the Grizzlies win. Like, he only played 50 games last year. They won 30 of those games. All time, the Grizzlies are like 76 and 90 when Ja Morant doesn't play. And most of those games he's lost most of those games he's missed has been the past like 3 years. I think like 70% of them has happened the past 3 years. So clearly availability has been an issue for Ja, but when he is on the floor and is being galvanized by a proper coaching staff, he shows he's at the R&B level, shows he's one of the best players in the league, and shows that he's one of the few guys in the league that I believe if you're on that team, you're competitive. Like, I don't feel like Ja Morant is that damn good where he doesn't need that good of supporting class around him to raise a team to a competitive level, because he's been doing that since he's been in the league if he's had a healthy season.
Exactly. Like, I believe that too.
You're in his rookie year. People didn't expect. Yeah, but he's doing the inverse. He's actually not. He's like, oh, Ja got it. We got surrounded with that. That's a great point. It's a very great point. Zach guy believes that too. He's like, we got surrounded him. He's good. He can just be Superman. But anyway, we don't need to add any more guys. We're good. Anyway, let's throw out Jake LaRavia. He'll be fine with Jake LaRavia, Isaiah Williams, and all those guys.
Bismack Biyombo.
Anyway, he's fine.
Bismack, he's gonna be great with him.
Give him David Roddy. Give him David. Give him Isaiah Williams. Give him Kenny Chandler.
No.
Chandler?
What was dude?
He loves him.
Give him Freaky Dicky Zeke Giroux. What was dude's name?
What are you talking about?
What was his name? Talking about? Dicky Giroux. What was his name, bro? The dude. He was he looked like he changed oil and shit. He was on the league team. I can't. Yeah, man, y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. He played for the Memphis
Giroux.
His name was Dicky or Zeke. No, I say he changed oil, bro. On third, he had braids to the back with a headband. What was dude? But y'all know who I'm talking about. Zeke, freaky Zeke Giroux. It was Zeke, Dicky Giroux. It was something, bro. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, that's the problem. Zach Klavin just give him all kind of random ass characters out here living in the world and say, "Hey, John Morant, go out there and make it happen, man. Get your ass up my face." Go ahead, bro. My bad. I couldn't hold that one in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's you make me fascinating. No, you're good. But yeah, like if Ja Morant plays, we're competitive. Like I saw someone say we're getting an over under like 40.5 wins. That's like the line for the Grizz right now. And I thought that's severely underrated because if Ja Morant plays 70 of those games, we're at least winning 45 to 50 games. Like I can say that confidently. If Ja Morant is playing 65 to 70 games, we're a 45 to 50 win team at least, and we're competing for a top. I feel confident saying that. So that's definitely my number one. Well, number two is what did I say? Oh yeah, rule number two. Like you said, the wing stepping up. You taking everything out. I'm trying to bring up that we took everything I was trying to say. But yeah, obviously Desmond Bain isn't he gotta have to you watch anime, so give me a character that the Black Ninja anime. So give me an anime character that Chris like. Anyway, so yeah, number two, I want the wing stepping up. I pointed out in my article that, of course, Desmond Bain, he was a 20 point per game scorer, affected both ends of the floor, was a fringe all-star. I'm not expecting one guy to match that prediction, even though Scotty Pippen thinks that he can match that prediction. I'm not expecting one guy, but I need the combination of KCP, GG, Cedric, Jalen, and Vince to, as a unit, match that production and take it forward. Like, we need someone to step up. I'm not saying to make a new big three, but we need to match that production with that scoring, that defensive tenacity, that leadership. We need those guys to step up. So that would be my number two. Or number three, kind of like you said, I framed it. Islo righting the wrongs of the old regime. Like I kind of talked about in the first segment. Like I don't need Zach Edey shooting threes anymore. I don't need Jaren Jackson Jr. isolations from the top of the key with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. I don't need that. I don't need Ja Morant shooting in the corner. I don't need. That's actually a great comparison. Professor X Powers. It's actually, even though it's not anime, it's a great scenario. I don't need GG Jackson
no wheelchair
doing
king,
tween. Oh yeah, don't do that. Yeah, let's not wish that on him. Anyway, I don't need GG Jackson. I don't need GG Jackson tween, step back and shoot. Like I need smart, ethical basketball being played, and these guys getting put in position. See, I love Scotty. I don't need Scotty running around a chick with his head cut off. Like he's very good at it, but sometimes he get out the rings a little bit. So I need Coach T. I know how to reel him in. So I need us to defend the 3-point line. We have been terrible 3-point defense team the entire time Ty Jigs was a coach. Please fix your defensive rotation, your 3-point defense. So if Coach T.I. to correct those wrongs, I feel like we'll have a good season. I would genuinely think we will have a good season. If T.I. he got a lot of bad habits to break. So but he has a full off season, a full training camp to break those habits that they were doing under Taylor Jenkins. And my last point, we can get out of here, is an identity. Like I need an identity to be established this season. Like I talked about in the first segment, we're not grit and grind anymore. We're not Grizz next gen anymore. What is going to be this new era of Grizz basketball identity? We don't know yet. We just don't know. You know, Zach Klein was saying that we need dogs and grizzly bears and all that. Like that, we want to be the grizzly bears. Cool. Like I don't know. Like whatever you want this identity to be. Like I think, of course, you don't live in Memphis. Grizzly dogs. I like that. So you haven't lived in Memphis for the past year, some change. I ain't gonna put you anyway. You haven't, yeah, but even you can tell the games that you were going to before the past 2 years is drastically different than the games you've been to the past 2 years. Like the energy of the form is different, the energy of the team is different. We need that feeling back. I'm not saying do exactly Grizz next gen. I'm not saying do grit and grind, but we need a cultural shift on the floor and within the fan base. Mm-hmm. And that starts from the head up with ZKTI down to Ja down to 15 man on the bitch. We need some energy. We need some grit. Like we need something. We need a oomph. Like you couldn't look at this team for the past 2 years saying like that's what the Grizzlies do well. You couldn't say that. You just you say they got Ja, he's exciting. They got Jaren, they got Dez, but They weren't saying, oh, they're going, because I was looking at the clip today. It was an old podcast clip, but on TikTok, they be reposting clips. KD was on the Out the Mud podcast with Zebo and TA. He was like, man, I used to hate coming into MF in Memphis, man. Like, right. I had a lot of sleepless nights playing against Memphis. He said, I had to walk across the street from that hotel with my head down, locked in, because y'all made that hard. He said that place was rocking like a mud. I couldn't hear myself thinking there. Like, I want to hear that, what opposing players are saying about the FedEx Forum, because it's not the grindhouse anymore. Like, it's just simply not. I'm not saying make it the grindhouse, but we need that energy. But that comes from on the court. So honestly, I feel like this. Yeah, like, hey, if it's that, like, I was trying to make the prayer level, like, got to be good grind, but we need the energy back. Like, of course, me and Chris, we grew up in an era where we may see it with rose tinted glasses because that's the era we grew up in. But the Forum in that era of time was it was unmatched. It simply was. Like, it was packed to the wall. Like, you could feel the energy every minute of the game. Because the Grizzlies, the Memphis is a very like smart basketball crowd. Like, I feel like most in the arena. I'm not talking about on Twitter and all that. I'm talking about in the arena. We can tell when we see some good basketball in our face or not, or some BS. Like, we can tell when the players aren't into it for real. Like, it's very easy to tell because we're a very smart basketball town.
Marcus Smart.
I felt that. hint, Marcus.
Oh shit! You heard that? My bad.
Yeah, I think I was the win. I don't know. I think your baby said something. Was your the wife? You said something, or maybe my mama said something downstairs or something. I don't know. Anyway, but like we can tell when the people on the floor aren't dialed in like that. But I think it's a culture issue. I feel like we've been lacking culture in our dinner the past 2 years, so we can get that. I feel like we'll be good. So of all the points that we said, I want to say I feel like that's the most important one, because kind of like my brother said, it starts with Ja. Like you said, like a happy Ja, scary Ja, seeing this his mood relating into the season. If he like, yo, all this, we finna win basketball, and I'm not gonna take no to the answer. The team would take that identity, the fan base would take that energy, the front office would take that energy, and kind of be that on that. So we need an identity, man. Like, whatever it is, whatever tagline Grizzlies PR want to come up for this season. I hate those taglines, by the way. I can't stand them. Like, the slogans for each year. That's very cringy to me. That's just my personal. I don't know how you feel about it. That's one of my personal opinions. I hate the slogans every year. But yeah, we need some. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, that was terrible. Meme this. That was whack.
Yeah, they should fire whoever.
That's my fault, bro. Like, yeah, but they should have fired. So basically, me and Dan have like 5 because we pretty much have 3 of the same 4. So our 5 picks. Let's know what y'all think, because we kind of, and also my brother said, bring back Dev. The admin don't feel the same, bro. Hey, I understand why he got and Dev.
Like, people are tweeting about it, but we need to literally push that hashtag and tag him in every Grizzly post. I don't know if we want to start it tonight, bro, but we got to get the train going, because I don't know what happened. Something could have happened. Something could have not happened. He's still with Grind City Media, so I don't think nothing unfixable happened. They need to put Devin Walker back on Grizz socials. I'm sorry to whoever's on there. I'm not, trying to get you fired or lose a job. Maybe they can swap you around and give you something else, keep the same pay. Hell, even elevate you and give you a pay raise. That Grizzly app needs to be on Devin Walker's phone, and he needs to be controlling that account, bro. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, this ain't doing it. This ain't doing it what they got going on right now. I just want to touch on that for sure. That's a major point.
No, I agree. But it goes to the culture. It all comes back to the culture and the identity of this team. Like, when Dev, and he hadn't even told me and Dev are cool, but he's hinted to me. He hasn't even told me what officially happened. So I don't know what the hell happened. But either way, it starts from Ja to the front office and triggers down to even the social media team. We need an identity. We need it. Like,
out Devin on
I'm stamping that. We don't have
and they had to suspend my guy.
They had to get him out. They had to get him out of there. He on Epstein Island. Now he on Epstein. His on Epstein Island or something.
Let me find out you a baby or Devin Walker. Man, watch out, bro. Come on, way. Hey, don't. I'm just messing. I'm just messing with my guy. But yeah, bro, get that man back over there. Hey, Sapity, please.
For real.
But yeah, man, that's all we got for y'all today. Another great show, man. Look, we're going to keep trying our hardest to stretch this content into the beginning of the season. We appreciate y'all's support, man, every single week for sure. It does go unnoticed. As we talked about, Evan did drop a new article today. So fresh, I ain't get to read that jump before we got on, but hey, we still right here. So I'm gonna definitely chop it up and get it on there tonight just to make sure I put my viewership and everything on there. If I disagree with something, I need to take my guy. Like, nah, bro, you tripping. I'm just playing. It don't matter. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in and you know, read everything that Evan is putting out, because I mean, like I was listening to Gary Parrish. I think at the end of the show that you was on, he was talking about like a lot of people in this media space now, they want to just be heard. They just want to be heard. They just want to be seen. They just want to be viral. They want to say something, you know, that's controversial. That's one thing I can respect about you, bro. Like, as much as I be trying to pull out of you sometimes to like say something wild or say something off the just like it's off the norm or whatever, like you stand on what you believe in. You ain't out here trying to clout chase. You trying to do it the right way. And so y'all make sure y'all support my guy, because there's a lot of people that ain't here out there trying to do it that way. They just trying to, you know, get a moment. And I think when he say that he trying to be here for the long haul, that's what he trying to do. So y'all continue to support my guy. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that. Like King Meek said, we appreciate all of that. And we will be back next week. Oh, before we go, you got anything dropping before next week?
I'm gonna try to get one more article. I don't know what. Y'all can give me updates about what y'all want me to write about. I'm trying to think of a Ty Jerome type of ankle, but he ain't really had no news coming out. So I want to write something about Ty Jerome, but I can't really think right now. But that's all I got. I'm trying to do like once a week. That's how I'm trying to do, once or twice a week. So I got one going today. I will update y'all. I have another one coming out, and I appreciate the nice words, my boy. That means a lot. Just trying to put one for you for another, and you're an inspiration as well. So I had to give you your kudos as well.
Can't trip. That's all. One foot in front of the other. Don't trip. That's it. Well, man, that's it. We out of here. As we always say, this week, do something that makes you feel good, that makes you happy, that puts a smile on your face, because that's what it's all about. We will be back next week with more content, more to chop it up about with y'all about these Grizzlies or something crazy. I saw some other little stuff that came through, but we'll say that for later on. The NBA always got some kind of drama. But we'll be back next week, man. We appreciate y'all's support. Y'all take it easy. And as we always say,
thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.